10 against LA. Find out next on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Not much there, only a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Stafford on first down. Rolling to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. On first and 10, Stafford buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Stafford out to his left.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it'll bring up third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside to the pursuit.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. To the air again, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. football game. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that deep.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Stafford. On the move to his left.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Steps away.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
And it's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Rams have got it back. The defense, they were swarming that time. It ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Henderson. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, Henderson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people have to...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
10 yards right to play. It's now 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Bring it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
Here we go.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Stafford, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Forced out to his left. And he spots Henderson open left side.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the toss with Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Stafford now to throw. Buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Henderson. Henderson, a first down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now a handoff, Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, back to Henderson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 25 on second down, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. On second down, back to Henderson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Rams on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out to his left. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Henderson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, back to Henderson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Rams on third down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Stafford steps away to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. On 1st down, Henderson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Second down, it's Henderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Breaks a tackle. How did he stay on his feet? And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fighting to stay upright. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they take a knee.
Big play. Big play.
On second down, it's Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run once more with Henderson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.